Hi everyone, I'm Niranjan Kumar. I'm the gaming lead for the Google Assistant platform. I am incredibly excited to introduce you to Laurens Rutten, who is the CEO and founder of CoolGames. They're a game development studio based out of Amsterdam, and they specialize in building HTML5 games across several different innovative platforms. Laurens, I would love to give you a chance to introduce yourself and tell us more about the work you do at CoolGames.
Hi Niranjan, thanks for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here. And indeed, I founded CoolGames 10 years ago as one of the first HTML5 specialized game companies around. We focus on developing high quality casual games, and we do that both with our in-house developed IPs, but also in partnerships with famous AAA brands such as Tetris, Angry Birds, or Monopoly. And we have been launching games over many different HTML5 platforms over the years, and now Google Assistant is the latest one.
That's great to hear. I wanted to especially highlight the work that you've done with the hit game Guess the Drawing, where users have to race against the clock to try and verbally guess the drawing that's being pictured on the screen. I know you have a ton of history and knowledge of games, and I wanted to see what your thoughts were on how voice particularly has a role in the games industry and where you think the future goes.
Yeah, I think, of course, very good question. And honestly, if you would have asked me this question 1 year ago, I wouldn't have given it too much thought at that time. But of course, in the last almost 1 year now, 9 months, we have been working on a couple of voice-operated games. And I have to say that, I didn't realize before how naturally it can actually be to include voice for operating a game. And it feels just as a normal addition. And I think if you ask me, I would say this will become a standard on many more platforms. And I could totally see, for example, playing a PlayStation 5 game with both controller in my hands while also giving voice commands. Now that we have been in this experience, I think that would be totally doable, and probably many platforms will follow. That's what I think, and I wouldn't expect that 1 year ago when we sort of started looking at this.
Yeah, that's very exciting. I'm also incredibly curious to see what the future holds, especially in voice. I guess I have to ask, I know I'm very excited about the opportunities that developers have to build on the Google Assistant platform. What was the experience like building Guess the Drawing with the assistant?
So I think you can say that on the technical side, if you are an experienced developer and you get all the tools and the setup and environment of Google, it's relatively easy to set up and to start working on game projects. One of the things we like very much in our studio, and the devs really liked, is that we could actually also use our own tools and our own engines that we built over the years and port them to also work with the Google Assistant platform. So the combination of the Google toolset that you get sort of out of the box when starting, and then the customization with our own tools and engines worked really well. I'm very happy about it, and especially my devs are very happy about that.
Yeah, likewise, same here. We love collaborating together, and I think that was our goal as well, to make sure that our tools complement yours as well in terms of building native experiences. Was it easy or difficult building Guess the Drawing?
So, having been launching games over many different platforms in the past, and also being launch partner for several platforms, I have to say that it was relatively good to do. I mean, again, making the game itself technically was not the biggest challenge, I think. I think the main challenge and the main learning for us was actually in how to build good voice games. What's a good voice flow? How does it work? What's a natural, way of talking to your game? And I think that's where we had the most challenges. But all in all, it was pretty easy to actually develop games for this platform. It was quicker than we expected. I can say that. Yes.
Well, that's great to hear. That's what we love. For future voice developers who are building on this platform, what is one tip that you would highlight or recommend?
Yeah, I think that would be mainly on the game design side. And I would really recommend game designers to take time and think about what the voice flow would be. And again, if voice is first, forget the touch as the first primary control, but instead have voice as the primary control. What does that change to a normal mobile game, for example? And the best way of doing it is actually just start a project, test it, adjust it, iterate it, test again. And I think that's especially for people new in the field of voice games. I think that's where probably the most lessons are to be learned and some time needs to be taken.
I completely agree. I think voice design and conversational design is especially important, especially when you're building through to the game design for voice. Laurens, I want to thank you so much for your time. I love Guess the Drawing. I love playing it, and really enjoyed the insights and the details that you provided on what it takes to build on the Google Assistant platform. We heard David speak earlier, and I'm also very excited to see the new features that we have and the tool sets that we have for our developers when they want to build native experiences on the Google Assistant platform. You'll be able to find all of these things on our Google Assistant developer website and be able to find all the tools you need to create really high quality, immersive voice experiences.
Which difficulty do you want to play?
Normal.
I like normal too. Alright, let's see the drawings.
Awesome. Vegetables. Marathon.
Great job. That's impressive.
Hi, welcome back to Horizontal Crosswords. Which difficulty do you want to play?
Easy. Capta.
Well done.
Without.
Excellent job.
Right.
That was fun. What do you want to do next?